Hey everyone, Brian Crew from Brick Consulting. I just wanted to come at you and sort of explain something that constantly happens, and I see it, and I understand why people do it, but I just wanted to kind of reveal the whole hidden truth about something. So a lot of times when the summer comes around, sales organizations will say, well, you know what, our sales slow down in the summer, our sales slow down in December, so we're gonna pull back and not do as much effort through the summer and through December because we don't close anything anyways. And along that lines, there's some logic there. Why not reduce some costs and take the savings? But the impact is huge, and there's a really key point that's being missed here. So the effort, especially on the prospecting side, that you do in July has benefits in September. So there's two factors. One, typically the work you do in July, you do prospecting in July, it shows up in August as a close. But what happens in the summer is because other people take the summer off, those those sales, that effort that happens in July doesn't close in August. It closes in September, October, and the effort you put in August closes in October. So there's that, it gets pushed out because people are on holidays. It just takes longer because when we're doing a close, when we're doing prospecting, qualifying, proposing, closing, it doesn't happen in a day. There's many back and forth communications. I mean, we know it takes up to 13 to 17 initial touches before a prospect will even engage and become engage with us. Once they engage with us, we know it's five to, depending on the client, somewhere between 3 to maybe 10 touches before they become a close. So just that back and forth, as I'm sure everyone realizes, in the summer you send someone an email, oh, they're on holidays, they respond back, you're on holidays, you respond back, things get stretched out much longer. So when you add in that delay that summer causes, and this happens the same in December, that delay that happens in the summer, that delay that happens because of the sales funnel component of the work and effort you do in July doesn't show up until till September. Now the same happens with June, right? So that effort you do in June, even though you might get them partway through the funnel, then summer hums, they're on holidays, you're on holidays, things go back and forth, it takes longer, approvals take longer because within their organization, other people are on holidays. So, even a June initial contact could end up not coming close until September, or maybe August, or maybe it happens sometimes through the summer, but it gets stretched out. That sales cycle is longer through the summer. So I decided I was going to run the numbers, and I said, okay, let's do constant effort, the same effort every month, 12 months of the year, every week. We're going to put the same effort in, assume we're going to get the same results every month of the year, because we do. Our data shows that, if anything, our success rate of contact rates, our conversion rates in July and August are higher. That doesn't mean we get more closes in that month. It means when we send a message, the initial take up is higher. The response to messages that we send out, nurturing message, is higher in July and August, probably because people are slowed down. They read messages more. They're not as hectic, and there's not as many pressures on them as there would be the rest of the year. So we actually see higher success. But assuming that doesn't even exist, and it's just constant, I did the numbers. Doing constant effort versus taking off July and August and December, the impact is 30% more sales. Okay, I'm not including the fact that hit rates are higher in the summer. I'm not including the fact that if you stop working in July and August, you lose momentum. So that stuff that was going on in May and June, that's you're trying to push through into July and August, and maybe even to September, you're going to lose some of those people because they just fall off the rail. You lose them out of the sales cycle. They end up doing something else. So when you stop selling, you lose those people. So I'm not including that loss factor. I'm not including the increased success factors, and it's a 30% increase. It also overall does it improves your success rate 103%. So it improves your overall success rate just doing constant contact, not including those other factors that would actually make it higher. And you're going to get 30% more closes by taking off less than 20% of the year. You get 30% less closes. So me to you, one of the most successful things, you want to bump your sales by 30%. Do not stop effort through the summer months. That doesn't mean you don't get holidays. It means that you have to figure out somehow to get that work done, that prospecting done. So that daily prospecting that you're doing, make sure it gets done while you're not there. Someone else can do it, outsource it. For us, with our clients, when we work with them, we outsource. When we're doing, when they outsource prospecting to us, we prospect every day of the year. Saturdays and Sundays, all summer long, we prospect. We don't take days off. We're constantly working. And we see that alone, just that constant effort that we put in, even if we're not doing a better job, even if we're doing the same job that they're doing, but we just do it, we see a 50% increase in their sales. And then when you add in the fact that, we have the few tricks, we have some experience, we add some value to the table, that usually goes that we see an increase of 100% in most organization sales when they outsource prospecting to us. Just wanted to let you know, as everyone starts to take summer holidays, please plan to make sure that you don't stop prospecting through the summer. Keep it going, keep all your sales efforts going. If you need help to have that done, reach out. I can help you. I can give you ways in which to do that. There are many ways to do that. Some of it outsourcing, some of it hiring other people, some of it just doing a little extra work. Reach out. Love to have that conversation with anyone who really wants to bump their sales by over 30% this year.